people. Welcome to Kimbaskrafts. My name is Kim, and if you're new here, hello, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back, guys. Love you. So, yeah, I still got 5 doors to do. And, well, how many days are till New Year's? So I'm hoping I'll release this one on New Year's. So, yeah. These doors are all going to be one time, one shot. We're just going to I'll tell a story in the beginning, and then I'm going to just have a couple songs to time lapse them and talk about them in the end. So that'll be the 4 doors that are left. They're rather small. So hopefully, who knows, maybe I'll be able to get done 2 a day. I don't know. So I feel like I have so much to talk about. Since I released the video, my ostrich faux pas. What? I mean, come on, guys. Do you see an ostrich? Okay, come on. All right, let me just explain myself. I still see an ostrich. Okay, eyeball, little fufa, and beak, and then his little chin, I guess, well, yeah, his little chin. And then his long neck. No? Anybody see that? Yeah, I totally thought that was an ostrich until I was editing the video yesterday. And then I could see about it being pretty clearly. And I was like, oh, you are so silly. And there was no way to edit that. I couldn't. I just had to own that mistake. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay, so anyway, yeah. So we got a little ballerina and a little teddy bear. It's okay, though. It's okay. You know, I mean, I still see ostrich. I'm still going to go with ostrich. Oh, good times, good times. Okay, so yes, that was my faux pas. Also, I noticed when I was replaying my video after uploading it, I forgot the story before the second time lapse. I forgot that little portion that I taped. So we're going to use that story for this one today. I actually had, I started diamond painting on that before the time lapse started, and that was me telling the story. So I forgot to add that in there. So I'm just going to tell that story today. So woohoo, don't have to think of something. There you go. Got that. Yep. And so we're just going to get ready because you know what? This is all prepped and ready to go. So I'm going to just take this off here. All right, and we are just going to read this quote here. Brazil set the record for the world's largest floating Christmas tree, at 278 feet and 10 inches tall, with almost 3 million lights. That is a very, you know what would have been interesting? How much does this sucker weigh? Because it's floating on what? Maybe water bottles. Have you ever heard of those whole houses and islands floating on water, like a water bottle island? Yeah, crazy stuff. Okay, so that is our Christmas fact. Brazil has a floating Christmas tree, so that could be a bucket list item if you guys wanted to go travel there. And I'm going to go ahead and get my light pad and get me all situated to diamond paint this square. Be right back. Alrighty then. Okay, so here we are. Okay, my chair has wheels, and I ordered one of those under the chair thingies, and it's kind of carpety, I guess. It's felty or something like that, so that it has a little bit of texture. I didn't just want like one of those plastic things, and thank God I did, because even though they leveled the floor, it's still kind of on an angle, I feel like, and so I kind of just start to roll backwards, and that under the desk chair thing doesn't come until Thursday. So yeah, I gotta use my leg muscles to keep me from rolling away. Okay, so it is the day after Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. I worked Christmas night. So it was really low-key, chill. Bob and I both worked Christmas evening. So I had to go into work at, I left for work at a little after 6. I stopped and picked up some treats for the unit. And yeah, I got there a little early so that the person who gave me a report, I was like, I'll clock in if you want to leave early. And she's like, oh, I'm all about that. So I wanted to give whoever was giving me a report a chance to leave a little early on Christmas. So I left early. I had plenty of sleep. What I did so far to celebrate Christmas is my son came over on Christmas Eve, pretty early in the afternoon, and we spent the whole day together. And we went and picked up dinner. We went and got some hibachi and sushi, and we ate dinner together. And then when my daughter got home from work at like 1 in the morning, my kids opened their gifts from me. And then we hung out until like 3 in the morning, just talking and chilling, playing video games. And then my daughter and I went to bed. My son went home, and yeah, and then they spent Christmas Day with their dad, and Bob and I just completely chilled because we both had to work Christmas night. And so we just had a relaxing day, just chilling on the couch, watching his favorite thing, football. And yeah, and then I went to work, and I had a fairly decent night at work. I cannot complain. So it went by pretty quickly, which I was surprised about. So yeah, it was not a bad night at all. And I am off now for 4 days. And I will be honest, I'm pretty tempted to pick up a little bit of overtime, but I keep telling myself not to do it. You know, to just get your life together these 4 days. Like every time I have a string of days off like this, I go and pick up overtime, and I then feel like I don't have enough time off to do what I need to do to get my life together. And I just keep going around in that vicious circle. So far I've held tight, and I have not picked up any overtime. And I scheduled a deep tissue massage on Wednesday. So, and I really feel like I need that because my shoulder is not getting any better. I'm tired of complaining about it, so I'm trying not to talk about it. But yeah, it's not getting any better. And like, I went to see the sports medicine doctor, and he wanted to put me out of work. And I was like, yeah, it's hard doing a lot of the things at work, but I can't be out of work for, you know, an undisclosed amount of months. Like, that's just crazy. Like, this thing could last for 6 months. I can't be out of work that long. So I was like, no, I'm good. But yeah, like, I knocked over something at work, and, you know, I can't lift my right arm to catch anything, so I could only use my left arm. So whatever I could catch in my left arm, I could catch, and the rest of it just fell to the ground. It's okay. It's okay though. Listen, we can't all be ninjas. So yeah, that's been a pain in my side. And then, you know, all the shrugging I'm doing on that side to compensate is like really kind of like, that's why I need the deep tissue massage, because my trap and my neck on that side is just all a jumbled contracted mess trying to use my arm. So there's that. And then I am a little stressed out right now. I'm waiting for the vet to call me. The pooch is at the vet getting her teeth cleaned today. And so they'll put her under, and then they'll call us and let us know, you know, what it'll cost if she needs any extractions, like how many, and all of that. And, you know, we approve whatever it is they need to do. We'll say, yes, we want you to do all of it or whatever. And yeah, I'm just waiting for them to call. So Bob and I both worked last night, and he gets home from work before me. And so he had the horrible job of picking her up. So he came home, he took her for a walk, and then he wasn't allowed to give her a treat because she had to be fasting. And so she's looking at him like he's crazy and following him around, tripping him because she wants her treat. And he felt so bad he couldn't give it to her. And then he put her in the car and he took her to the vet. Honestly, I'm glad I didn't have that job because I would have been crying. I seriously would have been crying. Like, I miss her. I came home and she wasn't home to greet me, and then, you know, she's so funny. She thinks she puts me to sleep. So she lays like across my belly until she thinks I'm sleeping, and then she climbs off and she'll go like lay against my leg. But yeah, she wasn't there to come lay down with me, and they haven't called yet. So she's been at the vet since 8:15, and it is now 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and they're only open till 6. And I know I'm picking her up today, and you know, I just feel so bad. She's like sitting in a cage back there. Like, she's never not with either my mom or us. So she's probably so scared and confused, and I'm just upset about it. You know, she hasn't eaten today. She's probably starving. I just makes me upset. So I'm waiting for their phone call. And then, I don't know, maybe I should call them just to make sure they didn't try calling us. I don't know. But anyway, so that's happening today. And I am off for the next 4, so I definitely would not work tonight. I would never schedule her surgery. I call this a surgery because they have to put her under and, like, you know, put her under general anesthesia and stuff. So to me, it's a surgery. And then they're cleaning her teeth. They possibly have to extract some. In the end, ultimately, if she needed extractions, you know, it's going to make her feel better overall. But it is so stressful. And she's older, so that's another thing that makes me nervous, that she's 12. So I'm just like, why aren't you calling me? But anyway, I know I'm just being crazy. What else? Okay. Yeah, we talked about the ostrich. Cutest ostrich ever. And yeah, we talked about Christmas and my doggy. And yeah, so I am going to tell you a story that I told you yesterday, but or on the square. Actually, it was this morning that I uploaded, but I forgot to put it in the video. But, oh yeah, and so craft room. I'm sitting in it, and I have my curtains. I just need to get curtain rods. Which I'm just going to get, honestly, at Walmart. And I'm going to do a video. Oh, and I ordered a rug. I ordered actually 2 rugs. And, you know, that'll help when I put the curtains up, when I put the rugs down, when I put the under the chair down with any echoing. I listened back, and it's not too horrible, but it definitely is a little echoey, because there's absolutely nothing to absorb the sound in this room right now. And then I will do a video on the room. Once it is all kind of set up. We have a piece of furniture in here, my old vanity that we gave to the guy who we actually gave our beds to. My old bed frame and my daughter's old bed frame. And so we offered him this vanity as well, and he said absolutely. But then it rained a couple days, so he couldn't take it. And so it's still sitting in here. So supposedly they're supposed to come this week for something. I think the final inspection or something like that. And then he's going to take it. So that's kind of sitting in the middle of the room, waiting to be picked up. And then, yeah, once I get the curtains up and everything, then I'll give you guys a little tour. Give you a little tour. I ordered some frames for a couple of the paintings that I did. And I don't know if they'll be up, if I'll be able to get them up when I do the video, but ideally that would be nice. But yeah, that's where we're at with the craft room and why I haven't videoed anything other than me working in it. Oh, that's the vet. Okay, that was the vet, and he said she needs quite a few extractions. He said it's because of her breed and like how small her stout is, and there's like a significant amount of overcrowding. And like even some of her teeth are like even sideways. I don't know. So that's fine. I mean, and I said, you know, I remove anything that you think might be causing her pain. So I could hear the beep, like her monitor beeping in the background. It felt like I was at work. They had her on the table. He said she's doing fine. So, poor Poochie. All right, guys. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna just finish this half up because this is the largest of the, other than the square number 24, the largest of the squares. So I'm just going to do this one as a 2 front, and then the rest of them I'll do as 1. So when I'm done this half, I'll come back and I'll tell you the story that I've been trying to tell you for a couple days now. Told you once and you guys don't even know about it. All right, I will be back. I'm gonna finish this section and you guys enjoy that music, and I'll see you when it's done.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It's the night saw the dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh hear the angel voices, oh night divine, the night when Christ was born, oh night divine, oh night divine. Led by the light of faith serenely beaming, with glowing hearts by his cradle we stand. So led by light, our stars sweetly gleaming, here come the wise men from Orient land. The King of Kings laid thus lowly manger in all our trials, born to be our friend. Oh, fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, the night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh night when Christ was born.
Okay. We are literally, like, I don't even know. What day is today? Did I do anything yesterday? I guess, yeah. So we're a day later. Look, guys. What do you think? What do you think? These are Dashing Diva stickers. So I had a set on that I did this bottom square with, and they lasted a whole week. I did them last Tuesday. I am trying to try these out. Someone at work has been doing them, and they've been lasting, you know, a week to 2 weeks for her. So I decided to give them a shot because I cannot stand going to the nail salon, and it's super expensive. So she told me that she was testing these out, and I've been every time I see her at work, I'm like, so how do you like them? Are they still on? And so based on how they did for her, I decided to just have my dip nails taken off and to give these a shot. And I started last Tuesday, and they lasted a week. And honestly, they would have lasted longer, but I ended up taking them off tonight because my nails were up to where the dip ended. They're very thin now. They're like fragile. And so any overhang I had, they were like chipping underneath the stickers, and they needed to be filed. So I just took the stickers off and filed them so that they were even and not jagged underneath, and then put new ones on. So they definitely would have lasted a lot longer, maybe another whole week, if my nails weren't damaged from having the dip on them. So after they're fully grown out, I'm hoping that when I do this, you know, I get a full 2-week wear out of them. And they're fun. You can do these designs, these where you have a different kind on each one, or you can just put them all the same color or whatever. Because I know when I have something like funky, I kind of just want something plain after. But I did funky twice, so we'll see. But yeah, I'll let you guys know how this second batch works for me. They're super easy to put on. Let me see. It probably took me like 35 minutes to do. And you know, that's less time than sitting in a nail salon, having your old stuff removed, and then the new stuff put on. That's like an hour and a half. I just don't want to do that anymore. And a box is, you can get them as cheap as $4. I got, you can get them off of Amazon, and you can get them from the actual site. If you spend more than $15, it's like free shipping. And Target sells them too. I got mine at Target while I was out shopping. I saw someone looking at a set at even, I think, TJ Maxx. They had a discounted set there for $4. So yeah, if you're looking for a nail alternative, maybe this works for you. I don't know. We'll see how long these last me. Like last time I put them on, I was like, oh, I don't even think these are going to last a night. And then they ended up lasting a week. And so today I put these on and I felt the same way. So we'll see what ends up happening. Hopefully they stay on like the last ones did. So anyway, let me tell you my childhood story. My childhood story is actually an Easter story. So I don't know what kind of Easter traditions you guys had, but one of the Easter traditions we had was my grandparents and my mom would each make my brother and I an Easter basket. So every Easter we got 2 full Easter baskets, one from our grandparents and one from our parents. And the legend was that if you are a good boy or girl, the Easter Bunny would come and hide our Easter basket. And we would have to find it in the house. And if you couldn't find it, it meant they took it because you were naughty. So this is still me living in the house where I moved out of when I was 4. So I was 3 or 4 during this memory. And we woke up Easter morning, and my brother and I started searching for our Easter baskets. And my brother found his pretty quickly. And so then he started to help me try to find mine. And we looked all over the house, couldn't find it. And so we looked all over the house again. Could not find it. My brother's like, I don't know, Kim. You know, maybe he took it. And I started crying. And my mom's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, And I told her that the Easter Bunny took my basket, that I must have been bad. And I was crying, and she's like, "Are you sure you looked everywhere?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Well, look again." And so my brother helped me again, and we looked all over the house, and we could not find it. And I came back to the kitchen, and I was crying so hard. And my mom was cooking. I remember she was cooking. She was cooking or cleaning. She must have been cooking because she was still in the kitchen. And she's like, "So, you know, I'm half Korean." And my mom had a big bucket with a lid on it in the corner of our kitchen. And that had all of her Korean rice in it. And it had a black lid on it. And you open the lid, and inside, there was all this Korean rice in a huge scoop. And so she's at the counter, and I'm crying, and she's like, "Did you look in the rice bucket?" And I was like, "No." And I walk over and I open it up, and there's my Easter basket sitting on top of the rice. And I just remember thinking, how did my mom know? I mean, honestly, for a couple years, I just was like, how did my mom? And I was like, how did you know? Was it? She's like, "Well, I know you didn't look in there. I've been in the kitchen." And so for years when I was little, I just kept thinking that my mom, like, how did she know? She's so smart. Thank God my mom knew to look in there, like, not knowing that she put it in there. And yeah. And then we would go to my grandparents' house, and we would have to do the same thing. And we got a full Easter basket with like a full chocolate bunny or whatever in both Easter baskets. And I did not like chocolate. Like, it gave me a headache. I just didn't like it. And so I always gave my brother my Easter baskets. So he got essentially 4 Easter baskets every year. Needless to say, he loved Easter because he loved candy and chocolate. And so he always got all of my Halloween candy and all of my Easter candy every year. But yeah, that was my story. Except one year. This is another story. Except one year, I had no intention of eating it, but for some reason, my dad was like digging into my candy, and it was upsetting me. And so I hid it behind the coffee pot, and we went out. And when we got home, I moved the coffee pot, and my big bunny, it was a hollow bunny. It was melted in the middle, and it had a huge hole in it. And I started crying so hard, and my parents were like, "What's wrong?" And I showed them my bunny, and they were like, "Well, what'd you put it behind the coffee pot for?" And I was like, "'Cause you keep eating it." And my dad started laughing, and my mom's like, "Oh, you see?" And I got my dad in trouble. He's like, "What are you yelling at me for?" Oh my God. And like, I didn't even like chocolate, so I was not going to eat it. I just didn't want him to eat it. So yeah, those are 2 childhood memories of Easter. And now I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. So I will see you at the end. Enjoy the music.
I'm walking around feeling free, thinking about what's happened to me from July up till now. Don't know where, don't know how. Lately I've come to realize that I can't see it in your eyes, so it's true. I'm so glad you feel it too. Nothing to hide, we're falling in love. To me it's perfectly clear, we're falling in love. It's true, this part of the year has something in store for us. We're falling in love. Summer ended, but we did not. We started something, this thing that we got grew stronger. Each day we're together, all the way, oh, we're falling in love. To me it's perfectly clear, we're falling in love. It's true, this part of the year has something in store for us. We're falling in love. Hey! Take. Walking around, you and me. Christmas time's got the best of me. Then it starts to snow in our hearts. We both know that we're falling in love. To me it's perfectly clear, we're falling in love. It's true, this part of the year has something in store for us. We're falling in love. Oh, we're falling in love. No, it's the time of the year when something's in store for us. 'Cause we're falling in love. That's right.
All right, guys, there we have it. It's a beautiful, beautiful bow. And the finish of this snow globe. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 carolers, a tree, and a puppy. It's beautiful. All right, I'm gonna zoom us all the way out. And there it is. Pop one in. There is the square we just finished. So 4 more to go. That is number 20. And yeah, we are going to finish this. We are going to finish this. We're going to see it through, guys. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. First time I'm recording in the craft room at night. And yeah, so there's some shadowing. The lighting isn't too bad in here, I don't think. So I think it's not too bad. All right, guys, like the video, give me a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind on your way out. And if you want to see more from me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the family and friends here at Kimbaskrafts. I would love to have you. You guys have a wonderful evening. Take care. Keep diamond painting.